it's funny because you're wanting to get this right, right? Let me go this. I'm the water barrier. I'm gonna catch you up to speed really fast. For those of you who don't follow me on Facebook, I want to call this piece right here confirmation, right? The reason why I'm calling this confirmation is because I consider myself to be a healer as well as a very magical person, and I was. I'm very much into the spiritual essence of my own being and manifestations as well, and developing and growing myself in every area of my life that I can. I've dedicated my life to this for the past 5 to 6 years, unknowingly, most of it to me, right? So I reached a point right before quarantine or right after quarantine where I was a truck driver for years, and I just got tired of being on the road. I got tired of being, up under somebody else's wing as far as employment. And so not only that, I was dealing with, uh, just finding myself and rebuilding myself, and I somehow along my journey of taking care of everybody else and doing for everybody else, I lost myself and I needed to refine myself. Well, I went through this long period of healing, and in the midst of that on Facebook, I got attacked by a lot of people, you know. So I had to learn to let go of a lot of people. And you can follow, you can go on my Facebook and follow the Waterberry on Facebook, Tanyika Simmons, the Waterberry. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's really Tanyika Simmons, but and you can go through and see my story from the beginning because I didn't start it here. I just jumped over into this onto YouTube. But in sharing it here, where I left off when I last talked about it, I was in a space where during on my birth chart, during the time where it was supposed to be abundant for me, you know what I mean? A lot of people had somehow my account got hacked, and a lot of things transpired. So the blessings that I was set to receive, they were taken from me. It wasn't till after that period had passed, it was a small window, that I realized the abundance that I received wasn't so much in the finances of it all, it was in the knowledge that I had gained, right? And it left me kind of at a standstill because I'm like, okay, I got all this knowledge, but now I'm stuck. So, and now keep in mind, I'm still getting attacked. And now when I say attacks, because people like know you're into magic, they know you're into this, you're into that, they're gonna come at, even though your definition of it is maybe a little bit different, or the way you do things a little bit different, they're gonna try and throw their best shot. You know what I mean? So I went from being on a healing journey to having to heal and re-heal again, and on top of that, now I've become Buffy the Vampire Slayer, right? So where I'm having to figure out how to protect myself, you know what I mean, from spiritual attacks, psychic attacks, and all kind of other things that have been coming my way. I figured that out, right? Now keep in mind, I got all this knowledge. I'm like, why is nothing happening? And why aren't I moving forward? It never dawned on me that when you get attacked, as these things come, and as you're growing, and as you're progressing, and you're alchemizing energy, right? It's not just something you can overlook, even though you might have let things go, right? You have to process it. Everything has to be processed, right? And it takes, then again, you have some healing to do, right? And so then that way you're better able to assert yourself and help yourself and see through the cloudy visions, right? I hope I'm saying this so it's coming out right. That is how it worked for me. So after I was able to truly let things go through reprocessing the new wounds, right? I was then able to get from what I had learned from, defending myself from spiritual attacks, right? how to then manifest with that. So it was like if something bad happened, a new door happened, opened to give me more knowledge. And so with that knowledge that I received, I finally got a breakthrough. And so now a huge part of my manifestations has taken place and the door opened. And I was able to walk through the door. And now I have many avenues to get my information out, right? The beauty of this is I wasn't tech savvy. I've become a little bit better in learning how to protect myself even on the internet. So it's like I'm protecting myself spiritually. I'm protecting myself on the internet. I'm learning these things in not just one at a time, but many things at a time, and how to assert myself in this new age, right? Young people have it down pat, and people who have been doing it for a long time. But if you've been under the truck in a hard place like me, it was just kind of like I didn't have all this stuff. I was just, out there just doing my grind with that, and now that has changed. But what I'm trying to say is sometimes if you've lost your job, if you're feeling uncertain, if you're still breathing every day when you wake up, right? If you're still able to stretch, wash your face, smile, give thanks, stay in your studies, develop and grow every day, get up, move around, go for walks, put your focus on other things, you are just at a place where you're just needing to discover or rediscover yourself, discover maybe what you haven't ventured upon and the opportunities that are around you. For me, it was confirmation when that breakthrough happened that I'm in the right place at the right time. Because sometimes I know I went into, okay, well, am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? No, I was doing everything right. And one of the main things that I was doing was I was focusing in on myself. That's what this journey is about mostly. It's about you. And the minute you take your eyes off of you, I don't care if it's to respond to some havoc. I don't care if it's to get into some drama. I don't care if it's for somebody to do whatever you allow them to do, because you have to allow somebody to do whatever they do, right? If you take your eye off of you, then that's when you fail, because the journey is about developing you. So being able to keep your eye on you in the midst of chaos, right? In the midst of just, waves hitting you, turmoil, just being able to take that energy and just really put it into, okay, I'm angry, I'm hurt, but I gotta move forward. I gotta get this breakthrough. Ow, that attack really got me, but I gotta get this breakthrough. If I had to take a break, I took a break and I come back at it. You see what I mean? But I didn't quit. So being persistent, keeping your eye on you, keeping it all about you, and really setting it into your mind like it's going to happen. Keep in contact with your God, your divine God, within yourself, right? Your Most High, your spirit guides, your angels, and your ancestors, because they have all been there for me. They have been my number one, just everything at this time. And I might not have gotten that answer from the Most High right away, but surely I was getting signs and synchronicities this whole time to keep it moving, and getting help from people who didn't even know they were helping me. And I finally got a breakthrough. And so now I was able to get all the hackers and people off my page. I was finally able to clear and return a lot of the black magic that was being sent to me to source. I was able to get beyond that, and now I'm able to breathe again. And it's like you could feel the difference. You can feel something lifted off of you. So it was just needing that little breakthrough, and I finally got it. So I say that to say everything, look for the signs. If you're feeling a little dismayed, if you're feeling out of order, if you're feeling like things aren't going right. Am I supposed to be doing this? Because it could be weird. It could be a real weird thing to be finding yourself used to working for 14 years, and then you're sitting here and you're like, whoa, keep your focus, right? Even if it's thinking about what you want to do, writing it down, you know what I mean? Bringing those manifestations to life. And that is what I've taken my time to do. So I say that to you to say, hold on, keep going. You know, it's a long journey, but it's so worth it. And even this is not going to be over. It's only just beginning. You know, so it's like, you know, but there's so much to look forward to and so much more to learn. And I'm truly excited. I haven't always been perfect, and I haven't always been right. You know what I mean? But that didn't stop me from keeping on moving forward. So I'm just glad that I was able to get my breakthrough. This is where I'm at now. So I'm on another level with it, and a level where I'm more secured. Let's just say that. Anyway, I am the water barrier, and this is documentation of my journey. I finally made it to YouTube. I want to be able to, you know, come out and do regular videos of some of the things that I've learned. I just wanted to catch y'all up to speed as to where I'm at. I'm also going to do one on my Facebook as well. Because they're a little bit more privy. Some people don't like to share the two. But just in your walk, in what you're doing, keep the focus on you. I don't care how much drama or anything is coming around you. Don't pay no attention to it. Go for a walk. Say, I go in my backyard, right? I know the neighbors must think I'm crazy. I dance, I sing, I be mad as all get out, right? But I ground myself in the earth. Like, I give that energy back to the earth, right? I do whatever needs to be done. I don't care how crazy people think you are, what they feel, whatever. You got to learn to get out of what people feel and think, because they don't hold your badge. You know what I mean? People always have something to say. You know, they say opinions are like a-holes. Everybody has one. Yeah. Well, let everybody have one, but you hold your own, right? Do what you have to do to release yourself of the anger. And I don't mean through drinking or smoking or whatever. I mean just like in a natural way to where you can come back to being at peace within yourself. Keep your peace. That's a big part of it. Don't let nobody disturb that. There's a lot of people who are, you know, just unhappy altogether. And you have to learn to be okay with yourself, who you are, and stand in your own glory. I mean, and that is facts. You know what I mean? Because people will have you swayed all over the place. Now, everybody was designed to like you. I had to learn that the hard way. You know what I mean? And, you know, for those that don't, I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? It's like you move forward, you know. But right now, in these days and times, it's really important to establish your own beginnings. That's not for everybody, just the people who it resonates with. Shout out to you. I am the water barrier. I will be back with another video soon. But I just wanted to give you an update and get you guys caught up as to where I'm at. Have a good one. Good night.